Okay, so I tried going live earlier at 7:30 like usual, but the audio was all messed up. So as soon as someone gets here, anyone at all, we'll see if the audio is any better. Let's see if I can check it myself here. So let's see what it sounds like. It seems to be pretty good. Okay, so let's try this again. Welcome, viewer, whoever that might be. We're trying again because the audio was all messed up earlier. Oh, and they left. So we talked about last time. I don't remember all, but I do have some notes that I took beforehand that I plan on talking about. So the first one I talked about was how the new camera worked. So anyone who didn't know already, I did get a new camera. It's a Drift Ghost 4K. And I was very excited about it. Said a lot of good, hopeful things about it. And so performed over the weekend, tried it out, and works pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. It's much closer. It goes like right there, as opposed to the old ones sit farther out like that. So it's a lot more comfortable. It doesn't like pull your head sideways. It's closer and lighter. So that's nice. I like that you can use the remote, from your wrist and start it, but you can't turn it on with that. So that's still very big of a drawback for me, because you still have to make sure you turn it on your head before you can press record on your wrist, which is pretty annoying. But it's good. Now, watching the footage from the weekend, it seems a little grainy. I think, I'm hoping at least, that's because I had it at 100 frames per second, not so it's too high, and basically the things I'm using, like my monitor and things, can't keep up with that frame rate. I'm hoping that's what it is, because the pictures turn out clear. It's just the video that does that. So I'm going to bring it down to 60 frames per second next time I use it, and we'll see what that happens. I mean, it's not like super grainy. It's not. It's still clear. You can still see everything. It just seems a little bit more grainy than it should, considering it's supposed to be a really good camera. So we'll bring it down to 60 frames per second and see if that fixes it. And then if not, I'll have to just up, because that's only a 1080, so I can still go to 2.7K and 4K. Problem with that is I get a lot less viewing time. Uses up a lot more storage space. So we'll see if that happens. But we'll see how that goes. It was interesting, though, or it's funny to think about how I was talking about, because the profile of the new camera is so much closer to my head, so much less likely to get shot in it. But of course, the first day I used it, I get shot in the camera, which was annoying and funny to think about. But on the other hand, it got hit in the lens, and the lens is still fine. Nothing, no problems or anything. So that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. There is paint on the screw there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not. But I don't think that paint's ever going to come out. I'm going to try to get it out with a pin or something, but I'm pretty sure it's stuck there. But yeah, so that's how the camera worked out. You guys will see the first video recorded with that in not this week, but the week after. So, or not this coming week, but the week after that is when you'll see it. And the video will has Luke in it too, because Luke did get himself a new camera, or his first camera, which happens to be an Ion. But we weren't able to attach it to his mask at the field, so he just has the gun cam. So he's not in that video as much as he or I would like, but it shows off what he does pretty well. He's featured pretty well, I think, but it's still just the gun cam. So there's a whole lot of movement, running around and things. So there's definitely more of me in that video than him. Nothing against you, Luke, but that's just because it was just the gun cam. So I used what I could. But it still shows off pretty good stuff. So my next note was, oh yeah, dealing with your wife stealing your awesome sword kills. So anyone who follows our Instagram saw the other day I posted a picture of me about to stab somebody, and that was taken over the weekend. It was from the video actually, but I was just about to get both of those guys with the sword, and A-Dog shot them before I could get there. Like as I was running at them, she shot, which is so annoying. Because she always talks about how she never gets anybody out, blah, 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 which she does. She just doesn't see that she does it. But over the weekend, she did very well. She got a whole bunch of people out, and she confirmed that. I knew it, but she confirmed it for herself, which was nice. But two of them happened to be the two I was going for with my sword, which was really annoying.
Get over
it. She's happy with it, but I'm not happy with her for it. She's rude. Stole my kills. So, it was just a fun little tidbit. Tell me any stories that you guys have of someone stealing your kills, whether it be a sword kill or anything else. Just as you're about to get that person, someone else takes them out. I'm sure it happens all the time. I mean, it certainly happened to me, but it was just this particular one. It was literally as I was running at them, she got them both out from the side. So it was annoying. So that's all I have for that one. And then my last note, I'm going through this much faster than the last time. I'm only 7.5 minutes in on this one. So my last note was, I'm thinking of having a new type of video that I can put up of just interviews with paintballers, particularly, but not limited to YouTube paintballers, but just paintballers in general. Ask them. Have trouble with a dog out there, in case you guys are wondering. What got you started in paintball? What do you like about it? What's your setup? If you're a YouTuber, what got you doing that? Just general, what keeps you in the sport sort of thing. What do you do? How do you play? What's your game style? Some people like woods ball. Sometimes people like scenarios. Some people like speedball, whatever. So let me know what you guys think. Should I do that? And then if I should, do any of you want to be interviewed for that? Get on one of these lives with us and talk about yourself, talk about how you got into the sport, so on and so forth. So thinking about doing that. So let me know what you think. And see, what else did I talk about earlier when the audio was all messed up? Oh yeah, so I mentioned, because A-Dog was saying, how glorious it was to steal my kills, but we couldn't see it. You couldn't see her take my kills because she doesn't have a camera. So of course I mentioned, we do have that Patreon, and that's what it's for. It really is to get us hopefully new cameras, because right now, so I have my Ghost and I have a gun cam, which is still the Ion. But once this one breaks, just like the other ones have, I have to go get a new one. And that's still just me. So Luke just bought one, but he still only has one. A-Dog doesn't have any now. She used to have some. You've seen the videos with her in them, but she doesn't have a camera now. So unless we go buy more, we can only afford so much. Paintball's already expensive. I fully understand if people can't. I understand that. But any help at all could be nice. And there are perks on the Patreon. You do get to see the raw footage. If you give enough, you get a shirt and a bottle. So ahead of time, thank you for that. But then there was one last thing I meant. Oh yeah, next week we'll still be doing. I already have the video uploaded. It's just not live yet for Tuesday. I have a video updated for Wednesday. By the way, I loaded yesterday, a video of me playing a game, Empire Total War. And just so people can see, these are the types of games I used to play and still do play, I guess. And that's how I learned strategy. That's how we win our scenarios, or at least partially, because of the strategy I've learned from playing these games, like Risk, the board game, or Empire Total War, or Command and Conquer, Red Alert, all those sorts of games, chess, whatever. I learned the strategy and how to do the battles. And ADOG has caught up quickly. She didn't play him as a kid, but she has, as long as we've known each other, she's always played those games with me. So that's where we, get our strategic minds from, and that's how we end up doing well on the paintball field, especially scenarios. So I decided to upload those maybe on Wednesdays, yesterday, and then I have one for next week. So again, let me know, in the comments if you think I should keep doing that. If no one's interested, then no reason to do it. Or if you think I should do it, but maybe on a different channel, let me know that too. But anyway, so that's uploaded for next week. But then on Thursday, we will be having a live. It may or may not be at my scheduled, usual 7:30 time, because we are going to Disney. We're leaving tomorrow. I'm very excited. I've got a little countdown here. I showed this in the last one too, but again, the sound was all messed up. So, yay, Disney World. We're very excited. But so we will be going live from Disney. But as far as what time, I'm not exactly sure. We're going to aim for 7:30, but it may or may not. It'll be between 7 and 8, hopefully. 7:30 is what we're aiming for. How long it'll be, I don't know. It does depend on lines and such, what we're doing at the time. We may even do it like right after dinner. We have a dinner reservation, I think. What time's our dinner reservation on Thursday?
4:30, 4:45.
4:45?
I think so.
So after that might be a little early. That'll probably be like 6:30. So that's probably going to be too early. So yeah, it's going to depend on lines and such. We'll probably be waiting in line as we do it. But that'll be fun. It'll be from Disney. And there will be a raffle next week. So keep an eye out for that. Watch the live cast next Thursday. You will be able to participate. It'll be available on all 3 of our social medias. But the instructions on what to do and how to do it will be on the live stream next Thursday. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And we are going to do more raffles. We've done one in the past. We're going to do more in the future, but this one's going to be Disney themed because we'll be in Disney. So that makes sense. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, that's about all I had for today. I was just trying to make up for the audio being all kind of wonky on the last video. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that one, keep this one. Yeah, let me know in the comments, like I said, about on Wednesdays if you think I should do the gaming, if you think I should do that or not, and then if you think I should do it on this channel or another one. Let me know about anytime someone's stolen your kills, stories about that. But that's all I had for today. So have a good night, everybody, and I'll talk to you next week.